start at the beginning, I guess. Whatever
All right.
whatever. We're not going to look at everything, obviously, but just whatever you want to talk about. Now, this one I definitely have some stuff to say about. They started releasing these 50 horror packs, and so you get 50 movies for about $30 or something, which comes to maybe like less than $1 or 30 cents a movie. But they're all public domain movies, and they're the shittiest movies you'll ever see.
Yeah, like the Screaming Skulls on here.
Except, you know what? You will find like classics, like Nosferatu's on there.
Abominable Snowman. That's Hammer. Ace Ventura, Pet Detective.
You got Alf.
Yeah, season 4, of course.
Was that a good season? Or?
It was the worst. And this is actually really good. I would recommend buying this.
It looks good.
It has a lot of trailers, and it's all monster movies.
That's a real awesome DVDs here.
Oh, yeah. Wow, these are the best DVDs that I own. Attack of the Puppet People.
Oh, these are great. These midnight these midnight movies.
I have a lot of
DVDs.
those too. Adam Age Vampire.
Yeah, that's a bad movie.
Awesome Video Games.
Oh, they're awesome.
Video Games. Basket Case 3 is kind of a rare DVD.
Like, see how this is all like in this like cool like sepia tone thing?
Right.
Well, they basically did this trying to make it look like Batman Begins, but people would buy this. It's nothing like.
That's what they did, so people would get it confused. And this is the 1949 collection,
which is a lot like the older serials.
Batman the movie, in my personal favorite Batman movie, Bela Lugosi collection. This is good. This is one that has the Black Cat and the Raven.
The Raven, yeah.
Invisible Ray, actually, I like as well. Black Friday sucks. Bela Lugosi box set. It's got 15 movies on there. Basically, I had to like write on here. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I knew which was on. This is all on disc 1. This is on disc 2.
Tell you?
Because I hate when DVDs suck like that. Billy the Kid versus Dracula, a really bad movie. This is basically just like a cowboy movie.
With John Carradine.
Yeah, horrible movie. Probably the worst Frankenstein movie, definitely. Black Sheep. It's like a sheep horror movie. The Blob, classic. The 80s Blob. I don't really like the 80s Blob that much. The Boneyard.
Okay. That's a movie where the fucking dog doesn't even show up until the last 10 minutes. Hey, do you file Boris Karloff under B or K?
I file DVDs on the first letter usually.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. The Brain. We did that.
The Brain.
Brain from Planet Arrows.
Oh, you got all the Brain movies here.
Of course.
The Brack Show. Holy shit.
Show, Volume 1. I hate movies or DVDs that don't have the trailer. If you're gonna fucking put something on DVD, always include the trailer.
Oh, that's actually a pretty entertaining movie there, The Car.
The Car.
It's just the car that's going around killing people, basically.
Look what happens here, how this comes out. That just pisses me off.
It's got the...
I guess I'm really anal about it, because, it's got the pop-out thing.
All these Of the Dead movies kind of confuse people because they're not all related to the, Romero films. What do you like better, Close Encounters or E.T.?
Close Encounters, Curse of the Faceless Man.
What is that?
It's just like this crappy horror movie, basically.
I didn't know they released those together. That's weird. Dawn of the Dead and Land of the Dead?
It's like a special DVD, probably cheaper that way or something. Day of the Earth is still one of my favorite movies of all time. Probably the greatest science fiction movie ever made. One of them.
Yeah.
Dead Alive, one of the goriest movies ever made. Dinosaurs. Happy Mama. Okay, Disney Treasures. I guess I'll go through them real quick. But anyway, then you get Mickey Mouse. Color, the black and white and then the color. Then Donald Duck, chronological. And then we come over here.
I like Goofy the best. That was my favorite.
I'm getting to Goofy. Disney Rarities. This has the old stuff. From the 1920s, like the silent cartoons. There's a guy I know who collects all kinds of crazy silent animation, and he actually has. I think they even took some of his prints for this DVD. Cartoons on film. You can look him up on the internet, and he's got all these, and he's got them for sale. Great. My favorite Goofy cartoon is Hockey Homicide.
Oh,
the hockey cartoon.
Where the hockey game's going out of control.
Yeah. Wrestling Women versus the Aztec Mummy. I love these Something Weird video covers. They're just great. This DVD has a lot
I love Droopy.
I love Droopy too, and I love Tex Avery. But this particular DVD has a lot of DVNR issues, and that means digital video noise reduction. And what that means, basically, is when you watch the cartoons on your TV, like the black lines of like the characters in the cartoons get like fucked up when you're watching it. I recommend Droopy and Tex Avery. Tex Avery's awesome, but I don't recommend this particular DVD. Anyway, Dracula Legacy Collection. This is the version, unfortunately, that doesn't have the screams. I would recommend getting the other one. But
it's the full commentary in case anybody wants to know.
But this does have like a lot of the other movies, so I still recommend it.
So look up our Dracula commentary for more info on that.
Yeah, really. Dracula, the Dirty Old Man.
Wow, I've seen that as a fucked up movie.
That was Mr. Hyde, as the 1932 and 1941 version.
As much as I love Spencer Tracy, I think the original with Frederick March is the best.
Yeah, I agree. Speaking of,
I knew exactly what you were going to do.
Speaking of those two actors,
Put that closer. You see, all right, that's Spencer Tracy, and this guy is Frederick March.
Yeah, this is a pretty good movie, by the way. Yeah, you are always talking too much about Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, I can tell you that. My favorite Steven Spielberg movie, Duel.
It's a great movie. It's funny that you have two Tim Burton, Johnny Depp movies because they're both so alphabetically connected.
Yeah, it wouldn't.
That could be more perfect, actually.
But King Creole isn't bad. It has Walter Matthau, and it's black and white, and it's nicely shot. So if you ever want to see Elvis in an acting movie, I guess I'd recommend that one. Elvis 68 Comeback Special, when he came back in 1968. This is great. Everybody should buy this. Like all these movies, like when he's an actor, basically it sucks. But when Elvis is being Elvis, he's awesome. Extra Weird Sampler. This is a cool DVD because it's got all these trailers on it.
There's actually more trailers on the DVD after it, so this thing isn't even all of them. And from what I watched, it must have been 3 hours at least. But every single trailer is a different track on the DVD, so I can't even bring up a status to show how long it is, and there's no runtime listed anywhere on here, so I couldn't even finish it because it was so fucking long. Some of it's kind of porn, though.
There's a trailer on here called The Erotic Adventures of Zorro, and it's hilarious. Do you remember that one?
Yeah.
Well, I should show you that later or something.
There's one where it's like a woman with these huge tits killing people, with her tits.
I remember that. Yeah. These DVDs are awesome.
Oh, those are great.
Out of all my DVDs I own, if I could recommend anything, probably I would recommend these, because these are, most people probably don't know about these DVDs, and they're fucking awesome. They have so many classic horror trailers on them. Krull. There's a crappy movie. Looney Tunes Golden Collection. The Manster.
Oh man, that's a pretty shitty movie, The Manster.
Yeah. Pretty much this movie is a Star Wars ripoff, but pretty funny.
You know, with Metropolis and a lot of these silent films, the best one to get is the Kino version.
Monkey Shines.
Yeah, Monkey Shines.
Alice Cooper, Monster Dog. I tried watching this. Terrible movie. That's the best DVD cover ever. I still have to say that.
Well, that's one of the best DVDs ever.
Yeah, it really is. The Mr. Rogers DVD comes in a red cardigan. You're like, won't you be my neighbor?
That's like the Bubba Hotep DVD that came in an Elvis suit.
Yeah.
The Old Dark House is one of those Universal horror movies, which is not on a Universal DVD. It's a Kino DVD. This is another expensive DVD, but it's also one of the greatest, spookiest horror movies
I agree.
ever.
I actually love this movie. Pee-wee's Playhouse, the TV series, crazy show, Paul Rubens. One of my favorite movies. That's in my top 10 favorite movies of all time. Love it. Great movie. One of Tim Burton's best movies. Every, episode of this show, sucks, but
don't be ridiculous.
Yeah, don't be ridiculous, but, the last few seasons, if you do watch this show, the last few seasons are, almost unwatchable. They should at least release the third and fourth seasons, and then after that, they don't have to release it. But at least, make one more set and release the third and fourth seasons.
Well, they finally got around to season 1 of Family Matters.
Yeah. James has this movie on 16mm, which is awesome. If you like Flash Gordon serials, I know, a lot of people aren't into, Westerns and stuff, but if you like Flash Gordon, you'd like this.
Now that's a movie.
This is a crazy fucking movie. I could talk about this for a long time, but I'll just say that...
it's kind of like Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yeah, it's kind of like Rocky Horror Picture... But this came before Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh, we watched that together. That is a horrible movie. First of all, And yeah, it's the DVD cover and the title that ruins it, because the movie is not about pigs. There's probably like 10 seconds of pigs in the movie.
The real problem with this movie is when you watch it, it's so dark that you can't even see anything.
That's another problem.
So the whole time you're looking at it and you're just basically looking at a dark black screen, and it's just
it's so dark. It's
you
like,
might as well just turn the lights off and stare at the wall. Anyway, the Pink Panther cartoon collection.
yeah, so it's like if you ever wanted to know where the Pink Panther came from the intro of an animated intro of a live action movie.
Yeah, exactly.
And of course, there was like, what, 6 or 7 or...
Yeah, and now they're making them with Steve Martin, and those are terrible.
To tell you the truth, I like Return of the Pink Panther.
That's my favorite one, actually.
Oh, cool, yeah.
And a problem with that is it's another one of those situations where different companies own. Like, I think...
it's not on the actual, like, box set.
This is the one that isn't on it, but I specifically bought this because it's my favorite one.
Okay, we've just taken the time to illustrate the situation, but the Halloween movies basically followed the same sequence as the Pink Panther movie. So we have Return of Michael Myers, Return of Pink Panther. These are both the 4th movie, and then the 5th movie was Revenge of Michael Myers, Revenge of Pink Panther, and actually Mike does not have the next Pink Panther, but it was Curse of Pink Panther, and we have Curse of Michael Myers. It was a crazy movie.
This is a crazy fucking trauma movie, and it's hilarious. And then we have Real Ghostbusters, the complete collection. Like, look at the quality of this. This comes in like a tin, and it's by Time Life, and they did a great job on these DVDs. So out of all the 80s animation DVDs, this is by far the best box set.
That is
Return of the Living Dead.
a must-see zombie movie, Return of the Living Dead.
I love this movie. Ricky O, the story of Ricky.
Ooh, that is one of the goriest films ever made.
Yeah, along with like Dead Alive. This has so much gore in it. Rodan and War of the Gargantuas.
Oh yeah, I have that too. That's a good.
It's a cool set.
I like all those Toho DVDs.
Yeah, so do I.
Sam Katzman is an icon of horror.
He is an icon of horror.
The giant claw,
The
creature
werewolf.
with the atom brain. That's a really good.
If you ever watch Pee-wee's Playhouse and Pee-wee shows cartoons, King Cartoons was Blackula.
The king of cartoons was Blackula.
There you go. There's a fact for you.
Son of Kong is actually a really good sequel. It's rushed. That's the only problem. It's a good sequel, but it could have been better if they didn't try to release it the same year as the first one. It's like
They would have spent like another year on it.
yeah, if you're making a sequel, give it a year or two.
Especially a sequel to King Kong. Okay.